Warm good evening, everyone. I know I am the culprit between you all and the brick, so I'll try to keep it very light and real. I want to start with this slide and want to. Can we have the lights on here, please, so I can see some of them? Can we have the lights on here to see some of them? Thank you. Thank you. Uh, yeah, we are here. This is something which I did a co-pilot to find out what is co-pilot talking about CFOs today. How many of you resonate with this one? This says that 60%, some says 80% CFOs have actually started working on AI projects. Can I see some hands up here? How many of you are actually using it? Fantastic, some of them. Great, excellent. This is a perfect segue we had from the gentleman from SAP and talked about what SAP is doing or all OEMs are doing to embed AI in it. What I am going to talk about here is one theme which we fundamentally believe is AI for all. Everyone sitting here should be able to use AI effectively in anything what they are doing in every day. And that's what we are covering about. AI is not a rocket science. AI is something which you all can use it in your day-to-day work every day. And that's what I'm talking about. How different CFOs of large textile industries, manufacturing companies, how are they using AI? That's what some of them are talking about. A quick intro of who atQor is. We are a 23-year-old Microsoft. There's some problem with this one. Sorry for this. We have Microsoft premium partners for last 23 years. We are a boutique data and AI company based out of Ahmedabad. We have our offices in Bombay, Bangalore, and Gurgaon, shortly opening in South too. One thing which I want to talk about, and that will be further leading into my discussions further, is the kind of work what we're doing in data and AI and making it simple for all the CFOs to work. Most of the projects what we have done, we have involved CFOs into discussion, and every time the CFO gets involved, they bring a lot of clarity and the project happens much faster. That's what been our observation has been up till now. That's what we do in. A quick certification, who we are, what kind of a certification we carry. When you interact with any Microsoft partner, how many times you really ask them the kind of certifications they have in? When I show these slides to most CEOs or CFOs, they said the only thing which you remember is about what is the price I'm getting in. And that's the time most of you end up losing money in the negotiation with Microsoft. Because you're looking at what is a landed end license price. We don't talk about what is the value which you bring in. What additional can you give it apart from the product? And next time when you look at or talk to any of your partner, do remember to go through all of them. What are his credentials? And apart from the normal licenses which you buy, what more can you bring into you? Last year, we were the partner of the year for Microsoft in India for the BizApps and all on AI. There's some unique cases what we have done at Arvind Limited. This was the case which we were talking, and we had the first AI use case was done on Microsoft Copilot. I'm sorry for this transitioning. There is some problem on the slides there. Yeah. So this is when Satya was in India, and in the first AI tour, he was referring to the best AI use cases which were there, and we have worked this for Arvind Limited. It was a simple use case where the CFO was asking about. My chairman asked me every time, get me quick competitive information about what's happening. You have the financial reports, you have a lot of information about them on the net. Can you think about a quick way where I have the information which I want with me? We prepared a small AI bot for the chairman. And this is what Satya was uploading about. So today, Arvind Limited chairman, if they pick up any of the bots, any of the competitive information, he has the information quickly with him in his hand there. And that's where we converted this into product itself, and many of the companies are actually using it. Do we have anyone of this here in the room? Probably not, because that's what I saw in the list. I did not see many. Do we have any? Doesn't look like. Okay. No worries. So, in each of these cases, we have found some unique solution to their business problem and use AI to solve for them. Fundamentally, each one of you either can automate or use AI to solve your problem, and some live examples I'm going to show that to you. One simple example, and this was the example which came from the customer. So you probably may be using some other tool for that, but we're talking about how people have used AI. Invoices are coming from an email, is being sent on a WhatsApp too, by the way. Invoices are being sent on WhatsApp in some companies. And how do I enter that in my SAP, in my ERP, and process it? This is what we have built up for a customer. I have blocked their names there. This invoice comes in, the whole thing is scanned, and it's whole thing entered into your system, and it further goes back into ERP for processing of this invoice. There's another use case we're talking about for legal. And again, you refer to many documents. How many of the documents are actually being processed using Copilot or others for you to get some meaningful insights out of it? This we created for a large a pharma company where all the legal papers go through this, and they found out 80% of the work is now done by the bot, and only 20% of what they have to spend time on. This is something which we have a demo outside which you should see it. It talked about what kind of agreement you're trying to create or review. It gives you all of these one. There's another example which we had there when it was a large FMEG company, fast moving electrical goods company, and they were talking about one unique problem on the pricing calculator, the cable pricing. And the whole issue was that the copper prices are changing every day in the commodity market. I have to give a large proposal. What is that I can do, and how can I help my seller get some price quickly by linking it to the market? So we created a small AI module for them where the sellers select the main BOM, the prices, it goes to commodity price, picks it up, tells him these are the prices, this is the likely flow going to be, and creates a quote for him. The point I'm saying here to you all, you think about a problem, we have a solution for that. Take in some of these one. Now here is another unique case. What we are trying to build it up. It is picking up all the documents and giving a summary to you on that. Mind you, all these AI use cases what we have built up, the only interface which you have is your Microsoft Teams. I'm assuming most of you are using Microsoft Teams here. So you don't have to go out of your interface, the same thing remains, and everything is happening in Teams. You upload document, you put in a query, you put in a prompt in Microsoft Teams, and this is what you actually get to see there. This is another example where a simple prompt, a customer-wise, credit control area-wise list of invoices which are getting due in next X number of days, and it gives a quick list to you. Now, all of you have all the structured information with you, structured reports, but when you want something real ad hoc coming, it every time creates an additional headache or burden for you all. Can you now think about some simple prompt, and today you have one prompt, tomorrow it can be different prompts. Can you think about some simple way of doing it? And that is how we help customers build up some solutions on their business problem using Microsoft AI. There's another example I want to show to you. This was on the top 20 receivables. Again, as I said that these all are available by using a pivot, by using some graph which you have in, or any of these one. The issue is Can I quickly have it on my hand phone when I'm there? Can I using Teams? I am on Teams on my hand phone. Can I have a quick prompt? Can I have a quick NLP and chat and I get to see my information there? And these are some small examples which I've shown to you. What is the real case? What's happening in AI today? And as I said, fundamentally, each one of you should be using AI the way which you choose to have it. One of the things I remember in Satya's interaction, he talked about never refer to AI as artificial intelligence. That's a tech part of it. The business part of AI should be called as assisted intelligence. I like the way he positioned that to be. Technically, it is artificial intelligence, but from the functional point of view, is it really helping you achieve what you want in your day-to-day life there? atQor champions that cause, and we make AI for all. In fact, I have my finance controller also who is here coming from Ahmedabad. His life revolves around Copilot. Whether he uses Dynamics Business Central, or uses Excel sheet or any other tool which he uses it, his life revolves around Copilot. He puts everything into Copilot and the information is quickly available to him at his fingertip precisely which they want in. And you should interact with him sometime. He's sitting behind. How is that he's using Copilot to get some basic, simple information? And again, as I said, AI is not a rocket science. This is for we all. Hence, you cannot expect from AI some earth-shattering things the very next day. That will be unreal expectation. Think about, in my day-to-day life, how can you save my 10% of my time, 20% of my time, 30% of my time? That itself will be sufficient, and try to make it some real, break it down to a small business problem which you have, and let's solve it one by one. This is another example where it was about the vendor reconciliation. Now, everyone talks about vendor reconciliation. It is there in all ERPs. Still, every CFO struggles for vendor reconciliation or bank reconciliation. This was one large pharmaceutical company where the CFO came and talked about, I have 4,000 vendors. Can you help me reconcile things for them? Somebody is sending me data from SAP, somebody is sending from Oracle Financial, somebody is selling from Tally, somebody is selling from Excel sheet, कोई तो बैंक statement भेज देता है. Now, how do I actually do my reconciliation? I have to sit, spend a lot of time and do that for 4,000 vendors. It was taking about 6 weeks time for them. What we prepared for them now helps them do things very fast, and literally within 3 to 4 minutes, his complete recon is done. So we completed the vendor part. Now we are getting into the bank side of it. How do you help me do recon on the bank side, bank statement? Of course, he has one tough ask, which we have not yet started, and most of you will have the same ask. We are working on it. Can you help me GST recon? I guess that will take some time because that's a little complex, but that's something which we are also getting into. This is where actually it picks up as a part of the whole recon. This is what it does it for you. Before I wind up, as the time is asking me to wind up for the break, please do visit our booth, which is right behind here. There is a small sleeve which we have for you. This sleeve has very popular prompts for you on your Copilot, which you can use right now when you go home or tomorrow morning when you log in. There are 10 prompts, the 20 prompts what we have put in for different things which you can use. And this is what we have seen that most CFOs have asked, whom we have interacted, they have asked for this. So I do recommend, please do come to our booth, look at some live demos there. And I remember in one of the earlier discussion we were talking about, I have a huge data lake. In spite of that, I don't get my data. Can I not have some simple Copilot which can quickly give me data the way I want? We have that live demo here. We have a huge data lake. In that data lake, you put your prompt the way which you want, and you will be surprised how quickly you can find that answer yourself. The last point which I would like to say, atQor also believes in one fundamental thing. We want to empower more and more people. So when we come and implement with you, we do not expect for every small thing you come to us. We will empower you, we will teach you, and we'll make sure that some tweaking can be done by yourself itself. Again, to end my conversation, I'll say that AI is for all. And I look forward to interact with you all in the next break session. My whole team is here. Please do see all of these live cases I talked about live happening here and love to interact with you at a time there. Any questions before we wind it up?
Hello. Anything on data privacy? Because when we are using the AI tools, we are very much conservative
Absolutely.
Indian organizations,
Correct.
more worried about data privacy.
Absolutely good. Now, so what happens is all the solutions what we are providing is on Microsoft. Microsoft Azure adheres to all the security standards, privacy standards which have been defined, whether in GDPR, whether in US or whether in India. So your data remains only in your tenant. Nobody else can see that. It's your data, your tenant. This AI model runs on your tenant. So it will not go anywhere. Even the summarized one doesn't go anywhere. It remains with you. Thank you.